Hello and welcome to this segment of Sister to Sister. We are 5 opinionated women, and you're going to hear that right now. Here's the question, girls, and I think for you at home too, this is really important. Should we put off motherhood in favor of careers?
I don't necessarily think that we should put it off in favor of a career. On the other hand, you're going to say, this sounds like an oxymoron, but on the other hand, I do think you need to soberly weigh the matter out. Children, from a practical standpoint, create expense. I mean, you want to give them a good life, you want to provide for them, I think that it is important that you really give it some thought as to, is this the time for me to begin a family? I do think that once you do that, when you have a child, you want that to be your priority in raising them.
That's right.
And so a lot of us, such as our dear sister Corey, who made that sacrifice, once she began her family, she put her career on hold and took on her real calling, which is to raise her children.
That's right, Miss Corey.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really relevant question to my life because I actually started out that way. I mean, I love being in business. I really do. It's something that gives me energy, and I love it. And I had a great career, and I didn't want to have kids. Like, I literally was like, I don't know.
Ever.
Like when I got married and started working in my career, I wanted to climb a career ladder. I did not want to have kids, and then one day, it was like a light switch flipped.
Yeah.
Like the Lord just changed my heart and changed my desire, and suddenly I wanted to be a mom now.
Okay.
And I'm just so grateful that the Lord blessed us that way, and that we did have to make sacrifices. We did have to look at things and say, you know, these are the things we're going to have to give up in order for me to be able to stay home with our kids. And you know what? I never have looked back and regretted any of that. I have never once looked back and said, I wish I was able to drive a nice new car, or I wish that we were able to take these amazing vacations. I would never trade any of that. And my mother-in-law gave me great advice because she's a successful businesswoman. She said, you can stop your career, you can be a mom, and there's no reason you can't go back into your career later in life. And that's what I'm doing now.
How old are your kids now?
My kids are teenagers. My youngest is 10, and I've started to kind of step back in and take some roles and do some consulting and things like that. And the Lord has blessed that.
Amen.
The Lord has blessed that greatly.
Because He knows the desire of your heart.
He does.
And your desire of your heart is to always serve Him first, but...
Yeah, there are ups and downs, ins and outs, and I have to say the major thing, whatever you decide to do or what God puts circumstances in your life, the key is contentment in the place that you are when God calls you there. So if it's motherhood at the time or if it's a career, be content in the place you are. But I do have to say this, and I'm not sure if it's thus saith the Lord or not, it's Roxanne's opinion. You know, educate yourself. Take time, whether you're having kids or there's online, so that you can equip yourself for the future. Because many times mothers, I think, feel like, oh, I could be, like as Corey said, she doesn't look back, but many people do. They're changing diapers and they're thinking about cleaning bottles or whatever. Wow, I could be doing something so much more glamorous. So have that confidence in yourself that you've acquired a skill, or begin to acquire a skill little by little while the babies are asleep, so that you have some contentment, because God says it's great gain.
That's right, that's right. Well, you do it all, Pastor.
Well, not really, but but just between my sister and I, we're both, you know, in our early 40s, and I got married and had children. And then now I'm in heavy career stage. She had a once in a lifetime opportunity in a career where she has an amazing job, and made a lot of money, and she did heavy career. She wasn't married, then later got married, and is just now at 40. She has a newborn who she's like 3 weeks old and a 2-year-old. So you really have to listen to the Holy Spirit for your situation and your life, and no two lives are the same, and you just have to follow that unction on the inside for you.
I love that. I hope that you got something from what the sisters have to say, because we are always so full of advice.
Yes, we are.
We love you so much. We'll see you next time. We are the sisters, Sister to Sister.